So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week. Come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's going to look downfield once again. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. The extra point is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Davis downfield. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a defender right with him. And now he loses the football.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys.
Give me the ball back, nigga.
And say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Panther 11, 79 Broncos. Check go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Ready up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the right side here, pass is caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Man open is Jones. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
That is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Packers. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That caught by Davis. And he's going to be brought down on what will... From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Davis. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. To the... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Packers have it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball. So
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now, a second down throw for Nix. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down. On
4th down, here's Nix. That's deep, for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Open man, that's Collins.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Oh, high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw again. Got his man at the 6. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Let's go now. Reload.
Let the fullback try to power it home. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use them than down here on the goal line.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Nix now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw is Nix. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Throwing is Nix. Again, working deep downfield. And the Jaguars will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will up it to a 2-point lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. So we have reached halftime here. It's a tight one, a 2-point contest at the pause. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, as the EA Sports halftime report. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's a run to begin this third quarter.
I have to get
He'll be
it
stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Gets it away quickly.
That's all good, bro. He wants to run it back. Go ahead, bro.
Work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Too slow.
He's got it. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. He'll drop to throw.
Hey.
This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He works free, right side. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Into space. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. He works free, right side. And he will dive into the end zone. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Into space. And he will dive into the end zone. 70.
This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos, 18, run, 18, come 19, take go.
They'll come out throwing. Able to get it to Edwards. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Buffalo 18, 18, tied in.
Throwing now on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive up past the 40. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's the snap on 4th. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one doesn't go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles get the football back at the 19-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Unlock right. Unlock. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
On the go. On the go.
Moving
Now,
quickly,
now.
trying to get set again.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
From the 27. He's got Watson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Yeah, you gotta do it. Okay, you gotta do
Working
something.
quickly here.
Ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's a 2-score game early. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
Ready up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's a throw. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Come on.
Hand off to the back. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Get it.
They give it to him again. He breaks the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup.
Ready.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Hey. Go.
Watson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. That run good for a gain of 2. And just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. They'll throw for the end zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. On the return, here's Jones. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finding Davis. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They'll throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Oh, I think
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars chop some of the lead off before the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
He'll throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
One final shot before halftime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior, 70.
They go play action here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles finally see the return stopped. They're going to take over following the interception at the 45-yard line. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half. Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. Viking, 18. Ready.
He'll throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Handoff now from the gun. And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19, Dragon 60.
Running back sent in motion.
Bobcat, 6, Bravo 80.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Jones reels it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast.
Let's go.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Running it now out of the gun. And the power play up the gun only results in 2
Hurry,
yards.
Hurry, hurry.
Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Tiger, 19.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Come on, set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. Love that call, Brock, going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you do love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love the slant. I know. It's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming, and he was able to separate that slant from the ball before they could ever get going.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
On the double.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Cougar 19.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Check 60, check 70 range, 70 range. Ready, ready.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
70 Timberwolf. Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt, hurt. 79 Bronco. 18 backward. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the 32. Able to find Jones. Gets it to the 15. He mixes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Got it. Ready.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's on the move. He can run it. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 24. To the right and holding by Jones. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Watson. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Ready. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They send Jackson in motion right.
Ready, ready.
To throw it on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He sends this one to the... He's got it deep downfield. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come 19. Come 19. Here we go. Here we go. Check smash.
They kick the running back in motion.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing it to start this drive. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate, Russell Wilson. He loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a second interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and then he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
They put a receiver in motion right. Throwing now from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he can escape no longer. They roll him over and bring bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
60 bison, 60 bison. Go!
Trying again, following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Here he is on third and long. And this is another incompletion. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Has the connection to Jones. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
Let's go. Rig alert, rig alert. 19 Lions. Hup.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finding Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10.
Come on, set.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Okay, ready? 7 Pirates, 7, Mustang 19. Here we go, set. Dragon 60. They smash.
Running back sent in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob.
Second and 10 now. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Throwing it again here. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A give now from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Back-to-back carries here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Like, come on, right? I want to see this shit. Yeah.
This is the Madden Championship
Okay.
Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military
I
community
can't wait to get
and
the hero,
their
but I can
families.
down this moment. Yeah.
Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
Here's a first carry for their running back. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. He'll look to throw.
Bro.
Intercepted. What a bad
It's so
start on the
bro.
third
Look
play.
at this.
Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one. Now, how about this? It's a fake.
What are you doing,
And
bro?
this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Jones now on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
In motion now, it's Collins. His drive will start on the ground. He fumbled the
Well, I
football.
can't say it over and over
The
again.
Packers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He'll get this out wide.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Now, faking the give. That caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Back to the air one more time. He'll go right and find his running back.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go!
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Big Lion. Ready.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Got it. Ready.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Left wing 19. Track 60. Get up.
Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
19 tight. Ready. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
79 Broncos. 18 left. 18 left.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we reach halftime in what has been to this point a one-sided game. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with EA Sports. Halftime report. It's all yours, Coach. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. Now they'll set up to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
In the day and age in the NFL where teams are taking overly aggressive approaches, I think this decision even takes it to another level, Mike. I mean, to go for it inside your own 10, I love the aggressive nature. I'm just not sure how this is going to play out throughout the rest of the game. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Jones motioning here. Nix now on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out for Jones.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Nix. That's over the middle, and And intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think this is pretty simple, Mike. I think it's a case of a savvy vet taking advantage of a young, inexperienced rookie. He knew exactly where he was going with that ball, probably before the quarterback did, and all he had to do was be in the right place at the right time, secure the interception, and it's exactly what happened.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A first down throw for Nix. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now Nix going to look to throw. This one on target for Johnson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Jones motioning here. 2nd down. Nix.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Receiver in motion. Going right. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Throwing. Nix. And he's in. Touchdown, Packers. Now the try here for the point after. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Tight end going in motion here. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Packers will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Back to throw is Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The motion man is Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Slot man in motion right. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
19 Lions. Come on, set.
On fourth down, here's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Throwing is Nix. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So, it's a win for the Packers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EA Sports_Mutt. With that, we say good night.